Hi, everybody. Jack's really upset. He's had a terrible experience on the bus today, where somebody picked on him a bit, really. Um, he feels awful about it, and we don't know what to do. So we're going to ring Adelina. She was very helpful when Josephine and Viv had a problem. Is that okay, Jack? Okay, we'll ring Adelina and we'll tell her the tale. There we go, ringing Adelina.
Hi, Tom and Jack. How are you today?
Hi, well, I'm fine, but Jack's really upset. Have you got a moment?
Of course. How can I help today?
Well, we had a terrible experience today on the bus. We took the bus this morning, and when we got on, Jack had on his lanyard because he doesn't wear a mask. He's exempt, and the bus driver was fine. And we sat down, and I had my mask on, and we were all socially distancing on the bus. And then this man started shouting at Jack and saying, "Why have you not got a mask on? You should wear a mask. You're meant to wear a mask." And we explained that Jack was wearing a lanyard and that he had a hidden disability and he didn't have to wear a mask. The man took no notice. And then he called him a spaz. And then he said people like him shouldn't be on the bus or allowed out. Well, we're really upset, Adelina. So we got off the bus at the next stop and we walked home and we thought, what can we do? So that's why we've rang you, because we know you really were helpful with Josephine and Viv. But Adelina, are you a police officer? Because we're worried about who we're talking to.
I work for the Communities Engagement Team for Northumbria Police. I'm not a police officer. I'm a civilian, but I work alongside police officers. What's just happened is awful. How are you both feeling now?
We're a bit shaken up, and Jack's really, really sad and upset, and I'm quite angry. But we don't understand why they were shouting about the mask and then calling him names that had nothing to do with him wearing the mask.
What he didn't say was wrong, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But if you were worried, you probably did the right thing in getting off the bus and not confronting the man. Although it's terrible that you were in that position, I hope it doesn't happen again. But if it does, you could ask the bus driver for help. They have a duty to make sure that all their passengers are safe. But also, many of them have had training in dealing with what we call hate crime. Have you heard of hate crime before?
Jack says he's heard of hate crime, but he's not quite sure again what that is.
Hate crime is when someone is mean to a person because of who they are or because of something about them. For example, color of their skin or physical disability. It could be they say nasty things, damage your property, or even hurt you. But it also includes people who are different because of something you can't see, like their sexuality or hidden disability. Have you heard of hidden disability before?
Yes, Jack says we had to talk about hidden disabilities when we got this lanyard. So we know a little bit about it, but we'd like to know more.
So hidden disability can be something like being deaf or having a learning disability. People tend to think of hate crime as being something physical that's done to someone, like putting a dog poo through their letterbox or beating them up. But it can also be calling people offensive names. That's why I think what happened to you was a hate crime. Sounds like the man wasn't really picking on you because you weren't wearing a face mask. Sounds like that was just an excuse to be mean to you. He was targeting you for your disability, and that's wrong.
Yeah, Jack and I understand things a little bit better and things are a bit clearer, but we're a bit worried about, well, what do we do next?
If you're scared for your safety or you're actually being hurt, call 999 straight away. If you are able to go somewhere safe, like you did getting off the bus, you should tell someone you trust what has happened straight away. They can help you make a note of the time and date, what was said or done. Remember that most buses have cameras on now, so try and see what the registration plate was or the bus number was, so the police can ask for the video footage. Also, you can send a text to the numbers that will be shown at the end of the video for hard of hearing or speech impaired. It could be that the police will call you back to get more information and details rather than come and see you in person.
Jack says he's a bit worried. What happens next if they find out where he lives or anything like that?
This is why it's best to call the police once you're somewhere safe. The police take things like hate crime very seriously, and we will do everything possible to make sure you're safe. Also, we work with a charity called Victims First Northumbria, who can help you with emotional support as a victim of hate crime.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much, Adelina. That's been really helpful. And I think what Jack says, we're going to make that call. We're going to call the police, and we'll get back to you and let you know how we got on. But thank you. You've been really helpful today.
You are welcome, Jack and Tom. Thanks for approaching me. The main thing to remember, though, is although things like this are very scary, they are quite unusual, so you mustn't let it stop you using the bus or going out. You have the same rights as anyone else. The police are here to keep you safe and will do everything possible to catch the people who commit hate crimes. If you want to know more about hate crime, there's a lot of useful information on Northumbria Police website, National Hate Crime Awareness Week website. Also, National Hate Crime Awareness Week happens every year in the middle of October.
Thank you, Adeline. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Stay safe and take care.
You too. Bye.